Hello everybody, this is Greg and Ashley with Gamers with Coffee. Ashley here, going to be putting together my little Primaris aggressors. These are, well, for all intents and purpose, like flame-throwing space
lava.
marines. So they come in these little box like this, right? And we pre-painted some of them, like they come on a sprue. But a few people have been asking, how do you get those miniatures? Well, this is how they come. And for us, sometimes doing the highlights on the sprues, let me see if you can see that a little better there. The gold highlight, we got to areas you can't get to when you put them together. But for the most part, this is how they come. On a sprue, you cut them out. And, well, I don't know if that's not going to autofocus too good there. There you go. That comes with your rule book, and it'll come with decals. There's a lot of them if you want to transfer them over. They come with their bases that you're going to mount them on. And it comes with its own card. And of course, there you go. So it comes with your stats for the game. Oh boy, hands not work today. There we go. And then pretty detailed instructions. I mean, it walks you step by step. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do here and show you what we do. We use this glue here. It is called Zap-A-Gap. And so this is the glue that we use. It kind of bonds the plastic together.
And on these as well, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there are little itty bitty numbers on each one that will tell you which part in the book to go and build and how to build that correct character.
So let's
start with the first one.
Let's see here.
So we need 12, 11, and 13.
So then you find the corresponding numbers.
There's 11.
And you cut them out. These little snips we actually got out of a kit that we also play other miniatures. So this particular snips that we got came out of a game called Tanks. They had what's called like a medic kit. So you got these snips, an extra card, and glue.
12.
Which is a pretty good deal, and these snips are really good on the plastic. And on these, see, there's some detail. Oh, no, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I don't think you can really see it, but there's a lot of detail on the armor. And we'll take some close-up pictures when they're 13. Done.
This one is supposed to be easy build. They just snap together. I had some for my night guard, and it fell apart. So that's why we're going to use a little bit of Zap-A-Gap to just kind of keep it all together.
But it's pretty self-explanatory. Although getting the heads there to set inside the case, sometimes they're a little hard to do. And there you go, you got that. Are you for sure going to zap it in there? Because and it don't take much of that stuff. It's interesting. It's a little $5 bottle at most hobby stores. It goes quite a ways. And it's not really a glue so much as it seems like it bonds. It kind of like welds the plastic together. If that makes sense, the reaction it causes. And so putting that one together, or are you putting a, okay. So you got the head into the body there?
Yep. There's the head into the body.
So there's the head. 20, the body there.
17, 18, 19, and 20. Which are both arms.
You know what, I want to try something. Don't know what this is going to do to it. There we go. 17. Can't really get a close-up focus on that. So we got some lenses for this camera that are called macro lenses that are magnified. So when we're done with this, I'll take a few little pictures and you'll see the detail on. 18. But just bear in mind, they're not completely painted. It's just we're painting parts that when you put them together, you're literally going to be hard to get to with a brush. So you could do it either way. You could put them all together and paint them. I'm just letting you know that it's sometimes very difficult to get pieces when you do that. Are you sure you get the right one on this?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
And 20. Okay, those are the two arms. So these connect. This one goes with this one. Okay, so...
Yeah, so some of these pieces are small, but it's kind of more rewarding anyways to put the pieces together, paint them, and then when you play the game, like I've said in the podcast numerous times, it's more your game. I mean, you've put effort into it, and it just makes it a lot better. Now, the one thing I haven't done is these. To be honest with you, transferring decals over, I bought the solution for it because there's like a pre-solution and after solution, and you have to pick them up and transfer them over, and once you do it, it's permanent. So I have decals for some of my other models, but I'll be honest, we haven't attempted that because it might be easy, I guess, once you do it a few times, but for us, I haven't done it at all. Alright, so she's getting those pieces put together there, and that's the basics of it. So we'll be back. I'm going to cut it right here and then bring it back where you can see a model put together. So hold on just a moment. Alright, so now all those have been cut out. The sprue is empty. So here, see, Ashley's got most of them put together. You can see that by some of the detail on this, you're going to want to just pre-paint some parts. But in the end, that's the set of those. Now what you can do for the bases is we use this Citadel. It's basing. So this one is snow. This one is mud. Now, we use those just because, and they're in different kinds. So you got, this is what, like
an asphalt,
concrete. Yeah, so it's debris actually, it says. So you can just coat the bases. See, you can decorate them like this guy here. See? Now, there's some of the mud on there, and I threw some rocks and a little bit of like grass. And so it looks like he's just kind of stomping through maybe a desert environment. But on this one here that she did, that is something different. The base, well, it might be a little hard to tell. It looks like mud. And so, right, I mean, you could do that, Ashley. I mean, it's pretty easy to base. Ashley and me have both
we got one of the Necrons as well.
Yeah, this one has the debris. That's the Necron.
Yep.
It actually, you can clump it around their feet, and it dries insanely fast in probably about 15-20 minutes. So, you know, it's not like you have to wait for it to dry overnight or anything. But you can do it, like make things where it looks like their feet are stepping in and mud's coming up around their shoes. Or you can do it traditionally with some Elmer's glue, mix it with a little bit of water, and then, you know, coat the base and put sand or any kind of whatever you want to put on it. But these basing like texture paints, those are really worth it. And I mean, they're like $6-7 a bottle, and you think, oh wow, but actually it goes a long way. And these bottles are kind of neat. You know, see that, how rough that looks? It's actually moist, but it'll look like, this one here is going to look like debris, like battlefield debris. So I can put some links down there. If you purchase through the links, it will help us out. It doesn't cost anymore, or you can get them at any hobby store too if you want. Pretty much anything. Like she's going to show you. See the snow there, and the texture is, you can push it around. Yeah, it's like a real thick kind of paint. But once you smear it around and get it to where you want, leave it alone, it'll dry, and then it will look like snow. So you can use this also on other miniatures, you know, such as historical figures, you know, because we do also like World War II gaming, And so when you're basing the troops, if you want to do like a fighting in the winter, that's possible too. So anyways, pretty much that's a real quick little introduction on how to get these guys together. I'm putting some pictures in the film, and we'll leave it at that. If you guys would like, subscribe to the channel, follow us. Our Facebook group is Gamers with Coffee on Facebook, so you're free to join. It's a nice group of gamers, or follow our page. We would appreciate it. All right, whatever you do, have fun, enjoy gaming.